In the heart of Pennsylvania is a town that's lived on an inferno for over 50 years. How did the fire start, and why does it continue to burn? Let's explore. You may have heard of Centralia, Pennsylvania. It's a town that resides over a continuously burning fire. The town has been dubbed a ghost town, a toxic wasteland, and the real-life Silent Hill. In the 1800s, Pennsylvania was a hotspot for coal extraction since bituminous and anthracite coal were plentiful. Located about 51 miles east of Allentown, Centralia is the home to anthracite coal, the highest quality of coal. Alexander Ray, a mining engineer, set his sights on the Bull's Head borough and envisioned a coal mining town. He drew up plans and named the area Centreville. Unfortunately for Ray, Centreville already existed, so he called the town Centralia instead. Sadly, Ray met his end at the hands of the Molly Maguires before Centralia reached its peak. By 1890, the town was on the road to success with a population of 2,761, 7 churches, 5 hotels, a post office, a bank, and 27 saloons. Yes, 27 saloons. Little did Centralia know it would be put on the map for a notorious reason. The Inferno ignition happened on May 27, 1962, when firefighters were tasked with setting a controlled fire to Centralia's landfill next to the Old Fellows Cemetery. The disposal site full of cans, paper goods, and discarded furniture was an abandoned stripping pit mined in 1935. Unfortunately, the mine shaft wasn't properly sealed up before the landfill was built. The firefighters did their job and set the trash on fire to tidy up the area for Memorial Day. Days later, this simple cleanup fire was still going. Picture it, a spark sneaking underground and igniting one vein of coal. That valuable Centralia anthracite coal, it burns long and clean. The mine shafts and corridors supply oxygen to feed the fire, which keeps it alive and helps it burn out of control. Initially, the fire could have been put out by digging a trench ahead of the flames and cutting off the fuel supply. Regardless, it was bad news from the first spark. According to an extensive case study of the Centralia mine fire, there are no available control measures that have a moderate cost, are proven effective, and produce minimal disruption on the surface. Borough workers attempted to put it out with water and used clay to seal off the area, but to no avail. The fire moved too quickly, and officials didn't take proper action. Funds were a problem. A concrete plan was never formulated, and everyone had difficulty figuring out if the fire belonged to Centralia or the surrounding towns. Debates continued for years as life inside Centralia went on. What is the lifestyle like living atop an inferno? Residents of Centralia went on record to share their experiences. These include seeing blue flames from the methane at night and wisps of smoke during the day. Noxious gases are present in people's home. When it rained, smoke bellowed from the ground and smelled of sulfur. Sinkholes appeared, trees blackened, and flames were visible from cracks in the asphalt. In 1979, 2 decades after the fire started, gas station owner John Coddington noticed steam coming from the lot by a station. Coddington checked the tanks and discovered the gas was 172 degrees. Gas station tanks are typically kept at 62 degrees. Luckily, the tanks were drained before combustion occurred, but the gas station closed permanently. On February 14, 1981, this same day politicians and Centralia officials were discussing the fire, 12-year-old Todd Domboski almost died after a sinkhole opened beneath his feet. Todd clung to a tree root and was helped out within minutes of the poisonous gas from the sinkhole claiming his life. The thought of losing Todd sparked a rage in the townspeople who were already raw from being held hostage by the fire. Longtime residents wondered, why couldn't the government pay to put the fire out instead of paying them a small amount to leave their home?
Put the fire out, put the fire out. The main important thing to do is take that fire out.
David D. Cosmo, News 22, with you in Centralia.
In 1984, Congress approved $42 million for funding for relocation. This was a lighter price tag than the $600 million would cost to attempt to put the fire out. Residents who refused to leave agreed to let their homes and property be turned over to the government upon their death. Today, Centralia consists of 4 residents, the municipal building, a church, the cemetery, and the fire. The Centralia postcode 17927 was revoked in 2002. The highway has become a relic of the town that was. The Centralia fire rages as memories of the town are etched in the wisp of smoke. It's estimated that the fire will continue to burn for another 250 years with the amount of coal it has to feast on. A real-life Silent Hill. Thanks for watching.